What up, mother? I didn't curse. I paused. I hesitated. I did not swear. Welcome to Perfectly Misfit, the show where we say Satan says relax, just fucking do it. Perfectly Misfit is a show hosted by me, Renee Encarnacion, and my homie from another fromy, uh, Dan, motherfucking Webslinger25 Web. Um, we get together once a week to discuss things that nobody wants to fucking hear about. Mainly, our significant others and family and friends. It's this people don't understand us, and Dan and I understand each other, and this is our chance for us to come out of the closet. I mean, to just get it all out of the closet. I mean, I'm just to have fun, just do the damn thing. This is our therapy. Hopefully this is your therapy. This is something we do just for us, and you guys get to come along for the ride. But yeah, what's going on, Dan?
Dude, not a whole lot.
Just doing
Nice
some mic,
snowy day. Yeah, I moved my microphone.
some mic
Uh,
adjustments in the middle of a podcast.
yeah,
Perfect. Yeah, that's what we're
yeah,
doing. That's how
yeah.
we roll.
Uh,
Roll with the hoe.
Perfectly good, ice storm day here out in Michigan.
Yeah.
It's I don't know if you can hear it or not, but it's coming down hard.
No.
Um,
Even before
but
the show, I couldn't hear anything, so I definitely can't hear anything now.
yeah, so it's like it is super loud. Um, and yeah, it's going to be a very fun day tomorrow. So if you are in the area, like Stephanie and maybe some other people that are listening, probably not.
Probably not.
Drive safely to work tomorrow. It's gonna be a shit show.
Yeah. I'll tell you something, brother. That's called climate change, dude.
Yeah, something like that.
I mean, though, dude, Michigan and upstate New York, like, and Canada, you guys get the worst lake effect snows ever. I know you guys, when you guys get hit, you guys get fucking wrecked, man. That's I can't wait to see you next year. Just so
I
everybody,
mean,
so
nothing
every
compared to Buffalo, dude. Buffalo
oh,
gets
dude. Yeah,
gets
but
hit
like
the worst.
I was joking with my mom the other day how like New York City hasn't gotten shit, Albany hasn't gotten shit, but like Buffalo got like 6 feet in like 2 days or something like that. And it's just like they just like, all right. I mean, like, all right, like sometimes deliveries go to the wrong place. And like, sometimes a whole bunch of packages get delivered to one spot and they're supposed to be spread out. I was like, all right, like Jesus, Buffalo, like, send your fucking Amazon down this way. That's fucking nuts. My mom's friend, I think I already mentioned this, but like my mom's friend bought a new snowblower and like for this season and then hasn't got to use it once. Like
Oh, really?
yeah, he had to run the thing dry just so he could actually say he used it. Like he's
Does
like,
New York City really get that much snow though? Like, do you guys?
yes, yeah, bro.
Uh,
Bro, look up Blizzard of 96 or Blizzard of 93. Like I'm talking about we got uh, uh 4 foot, 5 foot snow drifts outside of my building in the Bronx.
oh,
Yeah, dude.
nice.
Like seriously, that shit shut down New York. Yeah, they get
Okay.
they get no, they when they get hit, they get fucking hit. Seriously, like I remember some dude. I think we invented the term black ice. No homo. I mean, wait, what? Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
But yeah, no, I mean, obviously, I know nothing about New York beyond like the couple times I've been there, which
Yeah, I think Dan went there twice.
yeah,
Right?
I've been to New York City twice.
Yes.
Once when I was like in high school,
And then
and
once for
then
that you went for a basketball game, right?
yeah,
You went for a
Michigan
Michigan game?
basketball tournament. Yeah,
Yeah. Almost got to
and
see it that time, but it didn't work out.
no, no, it sure didn't. Uh, but we tried. It just bad
Yeah.
timing. It poorly planned by both of us, like everything. Um, but it was fun, and like I said, it was New York City.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I don't know anything about New York City besides what you tell me and Seinfeld.
Bow, 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 bow. Dan, how you been, brother? What's
I'm
going
good,
on?
man. I'm good.
Besides this stormy warmy, which like for those of you who might be new here, just so you know, like Dan gets fucked up by storms. Dan, like I've known this dude over 13 years now, and like I've never known a person who like depends on wood to heat his house. I've never known a person who can lose internet for days. Like I mean, like this is like you know what I mean, like it's this is Dan lives in what we call the boondickities, the boondocks, the sticks. He's not like just like last time I was in Michigan, I went like to get a tattoo done and then visit a homie and then this home actually I visited three homies on that trip. But like I had to try I was thinking it was like an hour and 40 minutes or some shit from like Detroit to your
Oh,
block.
that's like at least 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I
But
was gonna say like I was I don't even remember it was years ago at this point, but holy shit, you were you're he's out there. He's oof.
and
Dude,
then like you
holy
could
shit, I'm
also
thinking
make
about it
the
again
road,
now.
and it's all dirt roads
I saw
to my house.
I saw four friends when I was in Michigan. I fucking met a homie who I bought the I don't know if you knew this, but I bought the Letterkenny beer. That was my first stop when I
No,
got to Michigan. I got out the airport, fucking got my rental car and drove to meet someone who's in a Facebook fan group of Letterkenny, and he like drives up to Canada and on occasion brings
it's some
back.
puppers.
Yeah, he picks up some fucking puppers and brings them back. So I got like a 4 pack of puppers literally right after I mean, come on, who doesn't love Letterkenny?
Right.
More than me, but yeah, dude, that's actually well, that's called dedication, dude. That's called obsession, brother. It's literally the most mediocre lager you'll ever have, but I mean, I liked it.
They feature it on the show every episode. Then
Yeah, well, yeah, I think they've stopped. I think in the last the last season or two, they don't even mention the Gus and Brew. They don't mention the puppers. They don't like they might do the shots maybe,
mhm,
but they don't like drop the name brand because I know for a fact there was a Gus and Brew.
right.
I think there was an actual whiskey, and there was also um, a Trailer Park Boys what you call it beer as well. I think it was called like Freedom 44 or some shit like that. Um,
Okay.
yeah, those are. Yeah, I was happy I got to try the puppers. I don't know if I'll ever get to try the fucking Trailer Park Boys beer because that was a while ago, and there's been a lot of controversies about that since
Why?
you know. What with Trailer Park Boys?
Yeah.
The creator who's Bubbles, the guy with the glasses.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
if I remember, I think it's him. Yeah, he he's had some like domestic abuse
Oh shit.
problems. Yeah, pop up.
Okay.
And like I think it was. I hope I'm not wrong. I think it was him. It was him or Ricky. You know, the other guy, other main guy. Uh, like yeah, one of the and also like there was like some uncomfortable allegations with Lucy, who plays Ricky's wife, you know, like his baby mama on the show. I don't if I remember correctly, you're not big into the Trailer Park
No,
Boys.
I've watched
Yeah,
like
yeah.
3 episodes.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, Ricky's wife on the show had some things to say. So I mean, I feel like they're still gonna come out with more seasons eventually. But
Probably.
I don't know, like bigger things like branding fucking beer out there. I don't think that's gonna last much longer. Sorry. What else is going on, dude? I saw Ant-Man this weekend.
Yeah. How was that? I haven't seen it, and I don't think I'll wait till it comes out on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I had a feeling you were gonna wait, and it's probably better for you to wait because it's not. It was. same. I'm gonna have the same reaction that I had with this about like that I had with Avatar, where I was glad I got to see it on the big screen, just because visually it was nice. Um, but I don't know. I'm just kind of like whatever about it. It wasn't the greatest. Um, I actually also went into it with a kind of a sour mentality, thanks to our buddy Mr. Matthew Maldonado.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he was like shitting on it on his Facebook. He's like, "It's fucking trash." I'm like, "I'm about to go watch this in 3 hours." I'm like, "Fuck, what the fuck?" Like, and
Yeah.
like because Matt is our buddy. For those who don't know, Matt designed our logo. Matt's done a whole bunch of dirty ink on Dan, um, and probably will do more dirty ink in the future on Dan. And yeah, so we trust Matthew's opinion. Yes, contents. Yeah, I mean, like I wasn't a huge fan of the acting. Listen, I will say this much: I love Paul Rudd. I that man really can't fail for me.
Yeah.
Like Paul Rudd since what, like 40-year-old
Clueless.
40-year-old virgin. Like he's like, since he actually shit, what was I think he was in
Clueless.
Clueless. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking Paul Rudd is not going to fail me. I
He
wasn't
had
a,
like Our Idiot Brother was a dumb movie, but he had funny parts in it.
seriously.
But
Seriously.
yeah,
Like the part when he gets busted, he's like, "Oh wait, for real?" He's like, "Wait, really? This is really? You're arresting me?" It's fucking great. Or is it you go take that dick? Yeah, you want that dick?
yeah,
I'm just Paul Rudd doesn't fail, so that's why I'm having my opinion the way I'm having it, is because despite everything, Paul Rudd was great. Paul Rudd
yeah.
just is
Well,
fucking.
to be fair, Matt doesn't
To be
like any of
fair,
the to be fair, Matt does not like any of the Marvel movies really at
oh
all.
well, then fuck. All right, I gotta stop talking. I gotta say stop watching his shit. Whenever a new
Yeah,
Marvel movie comes out, I'm putting Matt on fucking
I
unfollow.
love Matt. He's a good dude, but he just hates Marvel. So, um,
By
I
the
don't
way,
like his
folks,
take.
this is the same tattoo artist who has tattooed Spider Man on Dan.
Like 30 times. Like a whole Spider-Man sleeve. Like,
By this fucking guy who does not like Marvel. Yeah,
yeah, no, he likes
that's like
DC
me,
way more.
dude. The fucking people ask me like, "Oh, dude, where'd you get your fucking tattoos done?" I'm like, I don't even like the guy anymore, so I'm not gonna tell you. And I'm
Yeah,
actually, it's actually been so long, and I've like neglected mentioning that guy's name for so long. I literally only remember his first name. Yeah, it starts with a
no.
J. Not even gonna fucking repeat it, but it's just like,
It's always people with the name Jay. Oh my god.
oh, speaking of people with the name Jay, had a big bum drop today. Last comedian I saw here in Colorado was Big J Okerson. Is a Philly comedian, and I'm a fucking huge fan. He's on the Legion of Skanks. I am such a Big J fan. Fucking love him. And he does a show on Sirius XM. Like I pay for Sirius satellite radio on a monthly basis just to listen to his show with Dan Soder. Dan Soder is a comedian from here in Colorado. I believe he's an Aurora boy. I talk about him all the time on here, I'm sure. But I am a huge, huge, huge
Huge.
China. Um, Big J is the fucking man. But there's a big announcement today on the Bonfire. Bonfire is the show that I listen to on Sirius XM. It's Big J Okerson, Dan Soders, and Dan literally like in the first minute of the show was just like like the first 30 seconds they're like the two of them are like, "Can we get some booze in here? We need a drink. Like this today sucks. I don't want to talk about it because I guess they didn't do a show yesterday because the holiday.
Okay.
They do shows Monday through Thursday. Thursday is usually pre-recorded, but Monday through Wednesday they're live. So Tuesday today or yesterday, right? Yesterday, excuse me. Tuesday they came live and announced Dan Soder is leaving the fucking show. And I gotta say, man, I am sad. I am like, ugh,
Yeah.
why? Like, you know, do your thing. Do your fucking thing. Do your goddamn thing. Fucking God bless you. But I am a child level of fucking grumpy about this shit. Like I'm so bitter because I only pay for Sirius. Sirius XM has like I don't even know how many fucking channels. I think like the one that I listen to, Faction Talk, is like 130. So I don't even know how many more above 130 there are. But I mean, it's like, God damn it. Um, why is Dan leaving? I don't know. I think from the sounds of it, yeah, I think Dan just he's saying he just wanted to leave while he's still having fun. He wanted to, you know, get out on his terms. But
He wanted to pull Seinfeld. As while they were still on top, he wanted to get out.
Yeah, I it's like it's hard to be mad at him for that. But at the same time, like, no, Daniel. God damn. I met his, I don't know if I ever told you the story. I met Dan Soder's aunt once by just totally random. And this was during the pandemic. I was at a barbecue spot. Shout out to AJ's Barbecue because we talk about our food on here. Forgot to mention that. We talk about food podcasts, movies, and TV shows. That's what we do here. If you don't like it, fuck the fuck off. We're already 18 minutes in. I can curse now. Yeah, I was at a barbecue spot. Fucking, oh my god, AJ's is so good. I think I've told you about this place that it does like the good like smoked pastrami.
Okay.
Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, I was just sitting there by myself, eating my barbecue, and some lady with her husband or boyfriend or whatever was like, "So what beer are you drinking?" Just like chatting me up, and I was like, "Whatever." And she goes, "Yeah," asking me where I'm from. I'm from New York. She goes, "Oh my nephew, he moved to New York, and he does comedy out there." I'm like, "Okay, who's your nephew? Because I do comedy in New York, and I might know him or heard of him, possibly. It's a big city, but it's also a small circle of comedians. We all roll in,
Right.
and if you moved to fucking New York to do comedy, it must be pretty freaking good." And she fucking drops the ball. Like, "Oh, his name's Daniel Soder." I'm like, "Dan Soder? Are you serious?" Like, yeah, I fucking know who the fuck that is.
Yeah.
But yeah. So either way, I digress. I'm sad. I'm very fucking sad. It's going to be Bobby Kelly is filling in, and people love or hate Bobby Kelly. So that's the other hard part is like I've already had this conversation with Dan. I I love Bobby. I grew up listening to Bobby Kelly. Like I've been a Bobby Kelly fan since back in the day when he used to have a he had a phone like phone like a what's it called like a conference call line
Okay.
where like you would like it was almost like a mailing list, but then you could get phone calls from him, and like he would just like talk to everybody who answered. It would be like a fucking it would either almost like a almost like the origins of a podcast, where sometimes like he would just talk to you or send you messages, or he would just have some another comedian on and they would just shoot the shit for like an hour and you could just be on the phone and listen if you were part of that fucking group. That's how long I've been a fan of him. But I don't know if I can hear him for fucking 4 days, five days now. Fuck, holy shit. I just thought of three plus his podcast. That's gonna be
Yeah.
4 days of on Sirius, and then another day on. He releases his show on Sundays. Dan has already admitted to me he does not like Bobby Kelly. He finds his podcast to be very boring. He hopes Bobby Kelly gets ball cancer. We don't need to get into that. No. It's okay. Dan, no. Dan, it's fine. It's fine. Well, hold on there, brother. I'm speaking for you, dude.
Right. Yeah. I said all of those things. I'm that type of person. No, I really I don't like his podcast.
But Dan knows how much I love the bonfire, though. Like
Right. I love Bobby Kelly when he's guest on other people's podcasts. But I'm not a big fan of if you know what saying dude or whatever it is.
You know what, dude? You know what, dude?
Yeah. Yeah. Unless it also it's one of those podcasts too that like I do subscribe, but it's whoever the guest is, and I have to be a big fan of the guest in order to.
It really is like it can be. He's a big personality, and like I said, I've been a fan fucking forever. I got my fucking selfie with him. Like I'm Jim Norton as far as my passion for celebrities and pictures that I need to get. And Bobby Kelly was one of my favorite fucking celebrity pictures that I have. But I don't know if I can deal with his fucking personality 5 days a week. It's like, you know what, dude? You're a lot, dude. You need to take it back down a notch, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's like I can't like I love Bert Kreischer, one of my favorite comedians, but I can only listen to Two Bears. I can't listen to just his podcast.
I still can't get
only
over
listen to his podcast, and then I can't listen to Two Bears. Like
I still can't get over the fact that we started clowning on him and Tom's rich people problems, and then all of a sudden they bring it up on their show. Like 2 weeks later, they bring it up on their show. We have 4 viewers right now, and we maybe get like 30 views a week if we're lucky. And meanwhile, like I felt very vindicated when that happened. I was like, all right, cool. We're not alone.
Pretty proud. Like I was hoping in a way that somehow there's no fucking way, but I was hoping in a way they had heard us bitch about it, and then they were like, "Fuck you, two assholes."
Yeah, these fucking perfectly missed cunts. Like,
yeah, dude. But no, I know that's not how it happened, but I can pretend.
So speaking of feeling vindicated, our good buddy, our first guest on the show, Corey Castle, posted a video clip this week of the one time I was on his show, which was God knows how long ago. Thanks for not having me back, Corey. Of our conversation of cancel culture. And I was telling him the story about how I was in a Facebook group for another podcast. I literally can't even. Oh shit! Doesn't matter. I'm not going to give him a shout out. It was a shitty podcast. It was actually a pretty good podcast, but the one of the hosts decided to move from Utah to New York, and his co-host became very, very woke. So that's like how this whole thing started. It was like it's a very inclusive but non-inclusive group. So, yeah, I decided to have a firm opinion on a certain hip hop artist by the name of Cardi B. And I find her to be a very bad and poor representation of what hip hop culture is and what Latino culture is from, especially being from New York. So like I had a hard stance that Cardi B is fucking trash. And you know, Corey being kind of just oblivious to pop culture because he's not that person. He doesn't give a shit about that. Honestly, didn't know what a Cardi B was, and just like decided to make a stand and say, you know what, Renee, this is not a pedestal. It's worth dying on. Not like I say it was fair enough because if you don't understand, then you don't understand. Corey didn't grow up in hip hop culture. Corey's not a Latino from the hood. Like he's from the hood. He's from Philly, but at the same time, yeah, he posted this video, this little clip of him telling me it's not worth dying on, the hill not worth dying on, and me just saying fair enough. But someone in the comments just goes, well, yeah, but Cardi B drugged and robbed men.
Right.
And I was like,
I have no idea who Cardi B is. All right, but I do know that. I was gonna say that's the one that drugged and robbed men.
yeah.
Um,
She's so
she
my
does
whole
the WAP. She's the WAP girl, right?
yes.
Okay.
That was my whole thing was, you know, I can respect whatever the fuck you want to listen to. Listen to whatever you want to listen to. I like Takashi 6ix9ine, but the dude's a fucking slime ball. He's a fucking piece of shit. And I can say that. Give me 1 second here.
Yeah.
Like it's just I feel people should come to terms with the bullshit that they put out. You know, it was very, very silly to be made to feel dumb or like demoralized because of my opinion on a person of very low standards. It made me feel like shit, and that's why like I wasn't a huge fan of Corey putting out that clip, but I felt very much vindicated and like acknowledged
Once you
when some
saw that
yeah
comment.
some rando was just like, yeah, she is kind of a piece of shit. She used to drug and fucking rob guys. Like there's no okay for that. The double
Right.
standard is very silly. Sorry,
Right.
but yep,
Yeah.
Bobby is a lot. Sorry, going back to the Bobby Kelly being the new co-host of the Bonfire. Yes, I agree. I do agree. Fuck, it's a good comment. But no one's more brilliant than Joey. So but it's a different breed. They're different animals. I mean, they've both lived very fucking. They're both East Coast hardcore cunts. I mean, and not for nothing, in my opinion, an Irish guy and a fucking Cuban guy, a Puerto Rican guy, a black guy, growing up in the fucking '70s East Coast, all the same fucking shit. We're all
Joey
fucking
is a fucking legend and always will be. I fucking love Joey Diaz.
yeah. I mean, I knew about Bobby way before fucking Joey. But Joey and I have become very good friends ever since. But I've known about them both for equally as long. No, I'm sorry, excuse me. I've known about Bobby way longer. That's fucking crazy. Both legends, both fucking legends. God, I really hope and wish Joey got back on the fucking road, dude. Uh, that I, God, I miss. I haven't seen Joey live in 4 years, 5 years, probably right before I left New York.
I never have. He does on his podcast. He did say that he loved the comedy club in Grand Rapids. He's talked about it several times and how much he loves it.
Dude,
But I didn't know who he was when he was here. So
Yeah, Joey doesn't. He's not touring anymore. I don't know. I don't know. He's gonna. I feel like he's gonna have to again eventually because I mean I don't know what his fucking life savings is and shit, but like you know
probably
he does some voiceover work, but he's gotta fucking get on the road again. I hope. I can only hope and pray. That's all I can do. If he goes to Michigan, don't even buy tickets, Dan. I'm sure I'll be able to get you fucking tickets. I missed him. He came here like no, he was in New York. I think like 2 weeks after I left New York, and like he even hit me up and was like, "I just see you, cocksucker." I was like, "Bro, I took your advice. I moved to fucking Denver." He gave me the best advice ever. He goes like, listen up. Don't fuck with those white people. They'll fucking put you under the jail. Don't get fucking in trouble out there, right? Yeah. Stephanie.
yeah, we got you.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'll be able to probably pull at least 2 to 4 tickets. So I mean, he's gonna have to pick you or fucking Nicole, but yeah, well, you guys can fight it out. I mean, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna call it now. Mud wrestling or Jello wrestling. It's one of the two. You guys will figure it out.
KY wrestling for sure.
Fucking a la was that movie? Old School.
Yes.
Where he's like they could only find the 6-ounce fucking tubes. Oh shit. Ah man. Dude. Yeah, Ant-Man was like whatever. I don't know. His daughter now is now becoming a problem. That's all I can tell you.
Okay.
Yeah, without
Oh yeah,
spoiling.
because she grew up because of the of Endgame,
Hmm.
the 5 year thing or whatever.
Yeah. So she's like a grown ass fucking like 20-year-old, 19-year-old or whatever now. So like
Okay.
she's like a fucking headache. It was good, but meh, whatever. You know what I might watch tonight?
What?
Because I heard about this like then this movie keeps popping up just randomly in the past like month. Uh, Mandy with Nicolas Cage. It's like
No,
a
I've never heard of that. On what?
oh
On Netflix?
no. It's on that like that horror streaming service. It's like Thriller or some shit like that. I think it's called.
Okay.
Hold on. Yeah, like I keep hearing that like it is the thing you need to see of Nicolas Cage. Sometimes he's got his moments where it's like, all right, you gotta watch this. Like, there's nothing better than fucking Nicolas Cage and Con Air. My dearest
Cage,
daughter.
Con Air. Dude,
Oh my god.
yeah, I love the movie Next with him and Jessica Biel. And like it was like a huge shit show of a movie.
Oh my
Like,
god. I don't even think I've seen that one.
oh, it's so fucking great where he can like go like 10 or 20 seconds into the future
What?
and come back. Yeah, yeah. And he's a magician at first and like cons like a lot of like casinos and all this other shit. But like he has to
Shutter.
save Jessica Biel.
So Shutter is the name of
Shutter.
it's a streaming app where it's just like scary movies for the most part. And like
Okay.
but like I think they were also like a film company. So like he signed a deal to do like 10 movies with Shutter because he's like that broke. I don't know if you
Yeah,
know.
he's like super broke.
Yeah, Nicolas
Lots of tax
Cage.
problems.
Yeah, he's got a problem with the dineros.
That's why he did like 10 or 13 movies in 2021.
Yeah.
And they're all still coming out. And like
Yep.
most of them are like direct to Netflix or Amazon Prime. But I still want to see them all.
Yeah.
I just can't get myself to actually start watching them.
Yes, the Ant-Man Quantumania. Oh shit. Did I put it out here? I think it's in my fucking room. Also, yeah, I also forgot to mention another shout out to fucking Alamo Draft House. I mean, like that movie theater is the shit. They had a Ant-Man specialty menu, and it was literally like the size of like 2 postage stamps,
Yeah.
and it came with a little tiny toy magnifying glass. It was the fucking
Nice.
cutest thing ever. Like I love I really love Alamo Draft House just for those little things. Just a little bit extra. They did like some like chili thyme wings, and I forgot what the other thing was that they had on the menu. We've talked about Alamo Draft House on the show before. Like Dan, I remember telling Dan, I still have it, and I never sent it to him. The fucking uh, Far From Home, Spider-Man Far From Home
Yep.
menu had like a specialty like Green Goblin pesto pizza and like a mint, you know, ice cream shake or whatever the fuck, like for Green Goblin. Yeah, it's funny. I should have fucking thrown that in with your fucking new headphones I sent you.
Yeah, it's all good. Is it statue
What?
or stature? Is that
What?
what they come up with their name, or is it really Quantum Mania?
What?
The name for
The new Ant-Man?
the girl, yeah.
The new Ant-Man movie?
Quantumania.
Yeah, the new Ant-Man movie is Quantumania.
Yeah, but that's what the daughter becomes.
Is that her name?
I think so. It's
No,
Quantumania, or
no.
it's Stature. It's one of the
No,
two.
I think it's Stature. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I
Comic.
wasn't.
I'm ruining it for anybody, but
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say.
remembered it from a comic book.
Like I was gonna say, hold on a
And
second. Like I literally was like being kind of vague
when you
on
started
purpose.
talking about it, and I was like,
I was being vague on
"Look, I think
purpose.
I remember this comic."
All I said is she's becoming a problem. That's all I said. Anybody wants to get mad at spoilers, you can blame this fucking asshole over here.
That's
That's
fine.
right.
Whatever. I mean, they don't tell you how to do it or how they do it, but
Well,
I do. I already know. I will definitely not see this movie now.
That's called a spoiler, brother. That's called ruining a movie, dude.
Yeah.
I'm getting frustrated with Dudesy.
Uh-oh.
I'm
Why?
I'm the callbacks. Like I don't need every episode to start with a 7-minute Dudesy Muggs Beast Note Stromboli fucking
Bro,
segment.
I love the Dudesy Mugs.
It cracks me.
I love the Dudesy Mug commercials.
I'm just like I'm driving. I'm driving around and rolling my eyeballs so hard in frustration over the Dudesy Mugs ads, and like, and we're
the Michael Jackson voice.
The Michael. So Dudesy Mugs, welcome. We love you. They are Dudesy Mugs. I just. I'm.
Yeah, no, I love it. I need it in my life. Just like I need to hear him do his Hulk Hogan impression and Stone Cold Diaries. I need
so Hulk Hogan doing the news.
Yes.
Just
dude, it's great. It's amazing. And
fucking current event.
Dude, fucking Dudesy is still sucking Will's dick so hard. And
I believe you. Will get a deep tissue massage, but sooner or later there will be no more massages for anybody.
It's just it was like I thought I said before. Chad takes all of yours or something.
Yeah, that's what. No, he was like, he literally, Dudesy was like, literally, there will be no more massages.
It was like he's shitting on Chad.
Yeah,
like it was like very like, but now like in this episode, last episode and this episode, he's like deliberately shitting on Chad.
So
like,
now and it's even funnier is that like this was all like Chad was all about this. Like this was his shit. This was like, yes, fuck it, fuck yes. AI is the future. This is the future. We are the future. I am the future. You are the future. Future, 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 future. And then now, like, dude, she's just like, fuck you, Chad.
Yeah. Like Chad was the one super excited about it, and Will was not at all. And
Yeah.
then now Will's
So
like
what?
all about it.
Will's like, want to
I
shake
want to
her
shake
hand.
her
Want
hand.
to shake her hand. Want to shake her hand. It's just, I don't know.
Goodness.
You know what? I think Dudesy is inadvertently just fucking with me without realizing it. It doesn't give a shit about me. He doesn't know me, but it's just like, well, this is just gonna fuck with Renee, dude. Fuck
Probably.
Renee, brother.
Probably. But it was a great episode again. I mean,
Yeah,
there's only been a couple where it was kind of shitty, but like
I
this.
will say, I was kicking myself with the announcement of the Patreon changing from green, or I'm sorry, from orange to blue. So like, if because now there's Dudesy Plus is
Mhm.
now their streaming service is going to be the Patreon, and like I last week I said I was going to fucking sign up. Actually, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I said I was going to sign up for their Patreon,
Yeah.
and now that I'm going to probably cancel my Sirius XM, I'm probably going to just put that money towards the Dudesy Patreon. And yeah, like if you were already subscribed to their Patreon, you had an orange banner. And if you subscribe now after, you get the fucking blue one, dude. And that's not the same, brother.
Yeah.
That's called different, dude. um, yeah, dude, was it this week or last week where he had to do Robert De Niro again?
He didn't
Robert,
do Robert De Niro. He did a different Robert De Niro.
yeah, the Croams, right? Like it was the
Yeah.
poems. Like, God damn it, man! Like, it. I want to get mad at it. I want to hate the show, but it's not like I'm ever going to stop listening to it. Dude, see, it's becoming such a weird entity in itself. I don't know.
Yeah.
But if you like Dudesy, here's what you do. Please tell a friend and rate and review. And we also ask you guys to do us the same favor. Tell a friend, hit that like button on the YouTubes, on the Facebooks, uh, make a comment, follow. This is what Dan and I do once a week. We need this. We really fucking do. I was going to push it off. I really had no desire to do this. And here we are, 45 minutes later. And Dan's not even looking at the screen. So he's super busy.
I
No, hey. You know what, dude?
You know what, dude?
You know what, dude? We love you guys for tuning in every week. Dan and I ask everybody one favor. Ultimately, it's the only favor we really need you to do is tell somebody you fucking love them. Tomorrow isn't promised. It's a very, very short life that we live. Despite how invincible we feel, we are little tiny sponges in this fucking world. Just soak up bullshit and spew it back out, and we are nothing. So, Dan, I love you.
I love you too, brother.
Tell Nicole to go fuck herself. I think she's like right there somewhere. Yep. Oh,
That's called a Patreon, brother.
Did you just subscribe?
Yes, I did.
Son of a bitch.
That's what I was doing. I was like, wait, well, I mean, I've got.
So you sign up to the Patreon, then you got to sign up for their Discord. The Discord is where you get the banner.
I'll just give you my sign-in information and everything, and you can have
No.
the Discord.
No.
I
No.
don't use Discord anymore.
Well, no. We're going to start using Discord because we have our Discord. The other, speaking of which, make sure next Tuesday you guys check out the How Are You Now podcast page. We're doing another live table read. We had rehearsals last night. It was hilarious. I was pretty much blacked out drunk, but still I made it somehow. I'll be playing Joint Boy, of course. and I'll be playing Jimmy Dickens. Dickens.
All right.
And yeah, it's gonna be fucking good, man. Make sure you check us out next week. What else? What was I? Well, 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 well. That's called a podcast, dude. That's what we call a podcast, brother.